Hello, welcome all my beautiful vibrant souls who are Libras or have significant Libra placements. Welcome to your month ahead forecast for the month of October 2023. I want to start by taking a quick little minute here to say a very, very happy birthday to all of my Libras who are celebrating the day I'm filming this. It is the 2nd, and I know a couple of very, very special Libra ladies who have their birthdays today, so yay, happy birthday to you guys. Happy birthday to all my Libras. So yeah, we're going to be looking at the month ahead. I am going to be pulling general tarot messages to kind of see what this month might hold for you. But because we are in October, I don't always say it like that, we are in October. Because we're in October and we are approaching the time of the year where the veil between realms, between the spirit realm and the earthly realm, is at its thinnest, I am also afterward going to do a separate message about what is coming through the veil the most strongly for you over the next month. This might be a loved one coming through. This might be a spiritual gift kind of either expanding or opening up or just being very, very sharp. This could be a message that you are going to be receiving guidance on. So when it comes up, you want to kind of bookmark that in your mind to be able to pay close attention, etc. It's going to be different for everybody. It may or may not be related to the messages that come out for your general month ahead messages, so stay tuned. But we've got a lot of good things to get into today. I'm just shuffling the decks around to make room. That would be my dog. She's cute but highly opinionated. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a truly magical month. I want to look at this card. Wheel of Fortune, something's coming your way and it's good. 3 of Pentacles, for some of you, this is in works. For some of you, this is a spiritual partnership where you guys are building something together. You have a very similar long-term goal or vision. I feel like somebody's going to be recognizing your, I want to say your greatness, but like recognizing your talents and skills. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Queen of Cups reversed, Ace of Wands reversed wanted to poke their cute little heads out. This could have been after something fell apart or just didn't manifest, and it kind of like made you feel not so great. Kind of maybe like brought up a lot of difficult emotions, especially surrounding the concept of failure. You guys might be having a lot of epiphanies this month because I'm just jumping into channeling. I haven't even really like officially pulled cards yet. A lot going on. Okay. Some of you here, if you pull cards for yourself, you might like to channel while you shuffle. That's not usually what I do, but I'm like almost wanting to keep shuffling and channeling together, and that's not usually quite my process. That's very, very specific, or some of you might be gifted channelers or gifted with divination. This might be something opening up for you this month if it hasn't already. What is my foot touching? It's my purse. I forgot it was under there. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening here? I'm not gonna lie. I had a battle with a funnel web spider living in my wall for a while, and I finally caught it yesterday and got to do a very like peaceful, release outside, which was really the ending I was hoping for to this story because I didn't want to hurt it. I just didn't want it crawling on me while I slept, and I think that's a fair compromise. So we resolved our differences and found a little home for it outside. I was afraid that my foot was touching something. I didn't want it to be touching. I was like, oh God, please, no, not more of this, but it's not, it's my purse. It's a fuzzy purse. And I was about to freak the hell out. Anyway, so let's look at your month ahead. So yeah, like I said, a lot of you, you're getting kind of like a twist of fate in your favor. This is a lucky month, though it might not seem like it initially. So this might be happening later in the month, or this might be kind of, taking its sweet time. So this may have been something, again, you abandoned hope on. Judgment reversed. This is something that you thought, like, there's no way. You may have been assessing whether or not this thing was for you, and before you could make a choice, it kind of got taken off the table for you. Or again, the Judgment card can talk about a second chance or a resurrection. So it may feel like there's no way this is going to happen. And I say that because of the 4 cards I pulled, 3 are reversed. So let's see what you got. Death reversed. It ain't over till it's over, baby. Scorpio energy showing up. Ace of Swords reversed. Wow, this is something you've lost contact with. 8 of Pentacles reversed. This could be about a job. And the Moon, yeah. There's some hidden stuff this month. This is interesting. Okay. A lot of you intuitively feel like there's more to the story than you were made aware of, and you're right. I'm noticing the placement of these cards because for me, card placement is very, very important. Hang on. So Let me pick them up in the order they came out in so I can show you guys. So we have this death reverse. This is a transformation, right? This is, endings and then from that new beginnings. And then this little raven or crow, corvid of some type on the Ace of Swords is looking at this card, right? Something ended and it, maybe you were waiting for it to get a revival and then it had been so long that it wasn't happening. There could have also been the sense that something was supposed to transform and evolve and ascend, and it didn't, right? There's a sense here because the corvid is looking at the death card, some part of you has been waiting for explanation. And I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, again, this could have to do with work. But you've been waiting for somebody to put in the effort to communicate where the disconnect was, what fell apart. So if this was like you were supposed to get the job and then you didn't, or you were supposed to get promoted, you're waiting for kind of more of an explanation. Even if you got an explanation, it's a minor one. If this was like a falling out or something, you've been waiting for communication from that person about what happened, right? And if you notice, pardon my itchy nose, with the hourglass, the sand in it is purple, right? Purple kind of being that third eye crown chakra energy. Intuitively, you've kind of understood that like everything happens it's like the right time. So I feel like this isn't something that you've been chasing. You've been trying to, because look at how the rabbit's got its back to all these cards and it's looking to the moon. You've been trying to kind of get in tune with how you feel, trying to kind of wait for the right timing, the right cycles. The full moon is the most illuminated of the moon phases, right? And where the moon can talk about things that are hidden or in our blind spots, the full moon is when we are the most likely to get insight into that hidden information. But you've been trying to like trust your intuition and navigate through this situation. So I feel many of you, when this didn't come to fruition or it actively fell apart, you kind of let it go. You're like, okay, because part of you has always believed that there's more to the story and it's not over yet. Even if the only thing that's left to resolve is getting the explanation that you need or that you know is there, you desire, you deserve. So this month, I feel like especially because we saw that Wheel of Fortune before, pardon my itchy leg, you are getting some type of, some movement is happening in this situation. What is this movement? The Star reversed, okay. I'm using my tarot therapist voice. I don't know what that was. I'm like, okay, yeah, Justice, that's you guys. Hi. So we have Aquarius and Libra, a lot of air energy. We also have Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. I look at the moon more like Cancer, but to each their own. So a lot of water and a lot of air so far. Again, a harmonizing between the heart and the mind. The Three of Cups reversed. Okay, this could have had to have, this could have dealt with like a friend or like a falling out between a friend, and the Two of Wands. Okay, and then the Knight of Wands. I feel like, yeah, I'm just sitting with this for a sec. You've been really waiting. You've been patient. I'm getting the sense of assessment. So you might be getting information or some type of awareness or insight, and you're sitting with it and assessing. I don't feel this reactivity. I don't feel a huge emotional outpouring or outburst. You guys are being very cautious. It's hard to see, but the key here that opens up this little box is labeled Pandora. There's a sense where there's a lot to this. At some level, maybe you guys just need to hear this for confirmation. We have the number 8 showing up 3 times, by the way, so repeating 8s might be important. Some of you might also have significant 8th house placements. I don't know why that came through. You've always known at some level that you didn't get led to this person or this situation, or things you didn't get led to this for no reason, right? There's divine order in this chaos. Again, heavy energy with the Three of Cups reversed, a friendship that has gone sour, a friend that has fallen out of your life. This is, a soulmate kind of kindred spirit energy. And just because the Three of Pentacles showed up upright in the beginning, I talk about this a lot, but both the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups can represent a spiritual partnership, a kindred spirit kind of connection, but the nature of which, the nature of which differs. And this is not a denigration against either card because I love them both. But the Three of Cups is like joy and fun and celebration. It's the people that you just like them. You just do. I always say the Three of Cups is the friend that both gets you into jail and bails you out. You guys just like each other. But sometimes the Three of Cups energy is a little short-lived, or it's a little focused on having fun and enjoying the moment. And where that differs from the Three of Pentacles is that the Three of Pentacles is a spiritual partnership based on shared values, shared goals, shared vision. And it's kind of like you both are working toward a goal that you have, again, a vision that you both have, and you find each other there, right? The traditional card depicts three people working on building a cathedral, and I like to imagine it like the people who are building that cathedral were interested in doing that or agreed to do that beforehand because they had some type of interest in that goal, and they met each other there. So as they pursued something that was meaningful to them or important to them or part of their own vision, their own plan, that's where they met each other. And for me, the Three of Pentacles carries with it maybe a little bit more seriousness, but there carries with it a longevity, right? Cathedral, if you build it right, lasts a long time. It carries with it more longevity because you guys are not just enjoying the moment together, but you have the same drive, the same motivation, right? You have those same goals. So in those moments when the going gets tough, you're a lot more likely to be able to band together in true teamwork, right? Because it's, and it's not saying that you can't have that Three of Cups energy of really enjoying each other's company as well. But there's a sense here where you might really, really like each other, but you also really believe in what you're doing. And that sounds like a really big thing. But it can also kind of like happen in small ways. So these can be moving more toward friendships, partnerships, work opportunities that are not just about, okay, this is good for right now, or yeah, I like my coworkers. It's where you guys have a shared vision, right? And in terms of friendships, this is where you guys have similar values, right? And I feel like there's been this process with somebody in particular where there was like again, a falling out, or things just like didn't really pan out, right? And there's a sense where you've had to trust your intuition that this all came together for a purpose. You were led to this person, this place, because I'm picking up very heavy, either like it's especially a friendship or possibly like a job. I'm really picking up strong friendship energy here, but there's a sense of like you were led to this person for a reason, in the right timing. And then you guys kind of drifted, or something happened. And that was also for the right timing. And I think you've been waiting on this. You've been waiting maybe for a conversation with them. You've been waiting to reveal something. I keep looking at justice as I'm talking about what you're waiting. What were you waiting for? Because again, with the Pandora imagery, it's like you knew it would be a big shift. Maybe there's something in your life you're waiting to tell this person about. For some of you, if this is like a friendship, this could be because the Three of Cups can represent pregnancy, and we also have the moon here. One of you is becoming a parent, and the other one might not have been. And also, too, Justice is a marriage card. So again, this could be where your lives are just going in different directions. We have the Fool reversed and the Four of Swords. Yeah, it feels like one or both of you is heading in a different direction, and I see that, right? Two of Wands, there's a sense of planning here, and I feel like in some ways it's you, and maybe both of you are kind of just like, you feel it intuitively that you're kind of like moving in different directions. So maybe this is something where, you guys kind of like, it doesn't even feel like a big blowout fight, but maybe this is where like somebody dropped the ball and then nobody picked it up, kind of a thing. But this is a sense where, these came out to clarify justice. I feel like what you've been waiting on is there's that knowing that you guys are starting different new journeys, or that one of you is starting a new journey. And there's been this waiting when it comes to communication, waiting to talk about it. Some of you know this, and you've been waiting to kind of like, in order to find peace about it and reflect on how you want to communicate about this. Because I think what one or both of you has been feeling is this sense that the way things were, like the friendship, I keep saying friendship, so for many of you this is a friendship, the relationship you had with this person is shifting and changing because, you know, one or both of you is shifting and changing and growing, and it's causing you guys to go in different directions. It's like you guys are kind of, you know, on your own separate paths, and telling your own stories and the chapters, because I feel like this person was in your life for a while, for some of you 4 years. And it's kind of like you guys are going in different directions, separate chapters. And this could be one of those things with Death reversed and the Ace of Swords reversed, where this has been slow over time and it hasn't really been talked about, right? We have a lot of energy of non-communication. It hasn't really been talked about, but it's felt, right? This even could be a friend where maybe like you guys meet up every week and you're still doing that, but like it just doesn't feel the same. It just doesn't feel like as gratifying. This could be where, again, you know, maybe one of you couldn't make your weekly dinner due to some responsibility, and then the next week the other person couldn't make it, and something is just fizzled. That's really what I feel like, you know. The ball was dropped and nobody's really picked it up, but it feels like it's been a while that's been the case, and kind of like nobody's really said anything. So I want to know what's going to happen in this situation this month. Wow. Okay, the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. I feel like you guys might have a really good conversation. You might have like a really good, like you might run into each other or have an excuse. They might reach out to you for your birthday. The Chariot. Okay, this is actually quite lovely. I'm like, let's see what else you got. The Tower. Wow. And the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, this is actually really nice. I feel like, you know, you guys have been kind of drifting in different directions, but I feel like what's going to happen is that this month, something really big is changing. Again, you know, we saw that Wheel of Fortune, so this is very likely for you. But for one or both of you, something really big is changing. And this is a positive thing. This is a really good thing. So for example, if one of you is really maybe focused on career, I think one of you is finally having a career breakthrough, and that might allot more time. But I do feel like there's going to be, you know, 10 of Cups and 7 of Cups. There's going to be kind of out of this emotional confusion, there's going to be a happy ending. So there's going to be where you guys are talking it out. You know, maybe there's a sense here of like, you know, there was a big change that helped create more independence for somebody. What is this Tower? Because I'm spiritually nosy. The Knight of Wands. Okay, something really big happened, and I'm feeling force this person to take immediate action. I don't know why I'm getting that. The Hermit. This is why. To go within. 6 of Pentacles reversed. There's something where one or both of you really couldn't give to the situation, to the friendship. There couldn't have been good give and take because at least one person here, one of you, like I said, was going through some major Tower moments in order to help them really get clarity on what they needed to do in their life, possibly to create more stability, because both of these energies can be a little bit unstable. So to create more stability, but this is also from a place of like with the 9 of Pentacles, being like, whoa, I need to make certain changes in my life for me. You know, this is creating more, like I said, stability. You know, the 9 of Pentacles is abundance, but it's also a really abundant sense of self-worth. So somebody may have been really, excuse my burp, focusing on what they needed to focus on. And they might be reaching out to talk to you about that. It's like, I just didn't, you know, again, you know, there's a bit of emotional confusion with the 7 of Cups, but there's going to be some type of happy ending where maybe this person's in a much better place financially. Maybe this person had some stuff going on you didn't know about. And they're like, now that they're out of it, they can tell you about it. And it's like, you know, they may have had to move really quickly, or they may have had like some really big shifts in their perspective as well, right? You know, the Knight of Wands is a spiritual seeker. And so there's a sense here where they really had to kind of like go within and search, you know, kind of search for what was right for them. And the Knight of Wands also is like, you know, all the knights are kind of like, they learn through experience. So this Knight of Wands is a spiritual seeker through going out and trying things and seeing if it really speaks to him and resonates to him, if it rings true to him at the soul. So I do feel like, sorry, I'm itchy because my hair is tickling my face. I do feel like there is going to be this sense where, you know, this person, very likely it's going to facilitate a conversation. I'm getting this energy of maybe somebody, you know, somebody DMs you and the conversation starts, like if you post pictures of something, going on in your life. Again, somebody could be reaching out to you for your birthday. There's a sense here of like, for some of you, you're going to bump into this person. This person's going to remember your birthday and they're going to be like, oh my God, and want to like talk to you. And it might be the thing that starts the conversation. But they're going to kind of be explaining where they were coming from. And I feel like it's going to feel like a nice like reunion, at least like, again, the 10 of Cups is a happy ending. And I do still feel like you guys are kind of like heading in different directions, but this feels like resolution. And it might be even something you guys are able to talk about as well. Yeah, we have the Page of Swords again, very likely digital communication here. Somebody might reach out to you over social media. Yeah, the Three of Wands reversed. I feel like this is kind of, hang on, the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. On the little stopwatch here, the hands on the clock point to 10 and 11, so October 11th might be particularly significant. But there's a sense here where I feel a sense that, plans didn't work out with the Three of Wands, right? If you're at a distance from this person, they could be back, like, near you, right? Either, like, back visiting, friends and family. Physical distance would not be an issue for whatever reasons. But there's a sense here where plans are changing. This might be kind of a happy thing in and of itself. There could be a pause or a delay on travel. So if this person was supposed to move away, for example, and they really kind of like had to focus on that you might find out that they're not moving away anymore. If somebody was very focused again on their material stability, there is, things are improving. So this person's like a little bit more lively. They've got more energy. But more than anything else, I feel like there's a sense that plans have changed with the Three of Wands. And I'm getting this sense of like both of you not really wanting to, like both of you wanting to have each other in your lives, but not also wanting to hold on to the dynamic of the way things were. And I feel like with the Page of Wands here, there's a sense of adventure, right? There's a sense of enthusiasm in approaching this new chapter and saying, how will this look now? So I actually feel like this is going to be a really good conversation. I feel like this is going to be a really good exchange that you're going to have with this person. It's going to clear some things up, but I also think it'll free up a lot of energy. So with that, let's look at your special message of, what is going to be most strongly coming through the veil for you. Yeah, because even now, I was really hyped up when I was starting your reading. I'm still hyped, but I feel like a lot more relaxed. I feel really calm. Like we have Trick or Treat, Mischief, and Play getting my attention. I just want to look at these two. And then Death, the eternal cycle begins here. So that feels like a nod to what we were just talking about with this, kind of like fun, playful energy. And this sort of like death and rebirth energy, things, the old cycle you have had with that person ending. And the appreciation for that too, right? It could just be like I was talking about before, that you guys have really different kind of like goals in the immediate future or different values, but there's an appreciation factor. Like I said, I think you guys want each other in your lives, but it might just look different than it used to. And I think you guys are both going to be coming into peace and harmony about that, and still being able to hold space for like, all right, I still love you, like still love you too, because I think you've really meant something important to each other over the years, and that doesn't just go away overnight. So let's see what your card is. We have invisibility with authenticity. Okay. A lot of you, kind of related to the message for the month, but also just totally separate. A lot of you are going to be getting a lot of insight about who you have transformed into. I'm hearing especially over the last year, who you have transformed into. And the reason why is because very soon it's time to kind of show yourself, right? The face is in darkness and there are no hands, right? So there's a sense here of who you really are, how people identify you, as well as what you do, right? Because the hands are all about the things you can do and your personal power. Who you truly are and what you can do has yet to be shown to the world. And I think it's because you've been searching for that yourself. And this is going to be a month where you will start to get in touch with greater depths of your authenticity, because the time is coming for you to showcase some new aspect of self. This is very near and dear to you. Wow. Two of Cups reversed. For some of you, you're going to be really digging through a lot of previously held beliefs that old relationships have taught you, and questioning those and saying, I don't know if that really is me. I don't really know if I am, unlovable. I don't really know if I am powerless. I don't really know if I'm that same person that wants XYZ. You're going to be really digging deep, and I feel this is going to be very eye-opening. I'm getting this energy of like you're seeing for the first time. You're seeing yourself authentically for the first time. The Knight of Wands reversed. I'm almost getting this energy that a lot of you hold yourself back from your real passions. A lot of you might be very quick to berate yourself for your mistakes, especially for exploring things. A lot of you are afraid of being selfish. I pick that up very heavily. And there's this sense of this has held you back from pursuing your true destined calling. But standing in your full power, even if you're pursuing your destiny, standing in your full power and the full power of your authenticity to do so. This has held you back. And so a lot of you are going to kind of be seeing yourself for the first time and saying, no, it's not selfish to want that. No, it's not selfish to want to prioritize my dreams. It's not selfish to want to do X, Y, Z. And you're seeing yourself, I feel, through a very high vibrational light and lens for the first time. Wow, that's powerful. Yeah, the Moon reversed. Very intuitive energy. There's big revelations, but especially emotional revelations. I feel that heavily. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Let me look at your third card. And then the Four of Wands reversed. A lot of you, this could be from an old relationship or from family or both. There's a sense here of, I'm feeling like who you feel you need to be in order to create this stability that you never had or that you needed and was denied to you. And so, for example, some of you may have held back from pursuing passions because it's like, well, I can't, maybe it's like, it's not financially viable. And if I pursue something that, isn't a financial guarantee, that's frivolous and selfish, right? There's a sense like that's just an example. But you're like, you have beliefs about what it is you really want to be doing and how you want to be doing it that are linked with this fear of being, selfish just keeps coming up as the word. And so a lot of you are getting this, again, very significant emotional, I don't know why the word invite and investment, those two words just like came out. I was going to say revelations. So you're, being invited to contemplate where your emotional investment in certain concepts comes from. But a lot of you are going to be feeling this more than anything else. It is going to be so you might like intellectually know this, but you're going to have this moment of truly feeling it. You might cry a lot. I'm going to be honest. You might emotionally purge a lot, but I feel like it's just going to like hit you like a wave. And a lot of it is that you're going to be looking at situations where, again, things did not go your way. The wheel did not spin in your favor. Things were hard. Things were harsh. And you were denied a sense of family and stability and happiness and joy, and knowing that is, I'm feeling like, good and natural, and it's your birthright to be able to go follow your passions and your inspirations and be supported by your loved ones in the process. And so at a personal level, a lot of you are going to be having big revelations about this month. If you feel called, journaling would be a really good idea. You might want to keep records of this time in your life. Yeah, cut the deck and we have the Three of Swords, because a lot of you guys are going to be processing old heartbreak that has kept you from what it is you need to truly be doing or who you truly need to be showing up as in this lifetime. This is going to be a powerful month for you guys, so those solar returns, they'll get you. I think that's everything that I've got for you guys for right now. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you guys a safe, happy, healthy month ahead. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.